Hey, welcome back to South Metro Scoop. I'm Brady, and today we're talking about Hastings. Because Hastings has a housing problem, and honestly, it's bigger than most people realize. According to a housing needs assessment the city completed last year, Hastings is short almost 1,500 housing units over the next 5 years. Let me say that again, 1,500 units. That breaks down to roughly 1,000 for sale homes and about 400 rental units. Now, this came up at the most recent HEDRA meeting. That's the Hastings Economic Development and Redevelopment Authority, and city staff laid out the development pipeline that could start chipping away at that gap. So let's walk through every project that's on the table right now. First up, and this is the big one, Pleasant Valley Farms. This is a 375 home development on 160 acres north of Hastings High School. The plan would extend General Seban Drive all the way up to County Road 42. Homes by Tradition is the developer on this one. It just went through the Development Review Committee and it's heading to the Park Board next. If everything goes well, grading could start later this year, with homes built by the end of 2027. 375 homes. That's a big deal for Hastings. Next, Heritage Ridge. This is an existing subdivision that's adding another phase. 40 more units coming to that neighborhood. Not as flashy, but it adds up. Then there's Sunset Hills Edition. This is a new 26-unit subdivision proposed north of 15th Street near Seas in the Sunset West neighborhood. The city just received the application and they'll be reviewing it over the next month or so. So this one's early stage, but it's in the pipeline. Now here's an interesting one, Walden at Hastings. We don't have a lot of details on this yet. The developers told city staff they expect to submit land use applications within the next couple of months. This could be a significant project, but we're still waiting on specifics. So stay tuned on that one. And then one more that's technically not housing, but worth mentioning. A 15,000 square foot climate controlled storage building was just approved near Coburn's. Not housing, but it shows that development activity across the city is picking up. Okay, so let's add it all up. If everything moves forward, Pleasant Valley at 375, Heritage Ridge at 40, Sunset Hills at 26, plus whatever Walden at Hastings turns out to be, we're looking at roughly 670 plus new housing units from the projects with confirmed numbers. One of the HEDRA commissioners actually did the mental math during the meeting and made the same point. That's a solid dent in the 1,500 unit gap. It won't solve it overnight, but it's meaningful progress. Now, here's something interesting that came up during the discussion. One commissioner asked whether Hastings would ever consider offering down payment assistance grants to attract homebuyers. This is something other cities in the metro have already done. Community Development Director John Hinsman said it's possible. He noted the city typically lets the Community Development Agency, the CDA, take the lead on housing-related programs. And the CDA already provides some assistance through their existing funding. So if you're thinking about buying in Hastings, that's good to know. There may be some help out there. Hinsman also gave the annual community development report at that meeting, and there were some really interesting numbers from 2024. The city issued 36 single-family home permits last year, 42 units total. Their housing lot inventory is getting low, but these new projects we just talked about would refill it. The Facade Improvement Program gave out $24,000 to 7 projects downtown. And here's the cool part. That $24,000 in city money led to another $103,000 in private investment. So every dollar the city put in generated over $4 in private investment. That's a great return. Staff also made over 80 business drop-in visits around town. Music and Markets doubled its events last year and partnered with the Downtown Concert Series. And the city's zoning code review is moving toward public engagement soon. So what does all of this mean? Look, Hastings is at a turning point. The housing data shows clear demand. The development pipeline is fuller than it's been in years, and the city is actively working to clear barriers, from environmental work on Block 28 to annexation reviews for Pleasant Valley. The next 12 to 18 months are going to tell the story, and we're going to be watching every step. If you want to stay on top of this kind of stuff, Hastings, Lakeville, Burnsville, Apple Valley, all the South Metro communities, make sure you're subscribed to the South Metro Scoop newsletter. We send it out every Monday and Thursday. No fluff, just what you need to know about your community. Head to southmetroscoop.com and sign up. It takes 10 seconds. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.